What do you do when your travel plans go south? Hi everyone, I'm Kathy. I'm a 65-year-old widow who lost her husband very unexpectedly during COVID, and I am taking back my life little by little. If you watched my very first video 2 days ago, you would have seen that I was planning to go to Greece. You probably didn't see it because I don't think anybody saw it, but that doesn't matter. So I was all ready and packed to be leaving for Greece just yesterday, and the night before I got a text saying that the family of my late husband's, whom I was planning to stay with, couldn't have me because a family member had chicken pox and they just didn't think it was good for me to come and stay there, and quite honestly, nor did I. So at first I was like, okay, I can adapt, I can adjust. This is a challenge. Challenges are good. And I started just, looking for a hotel. And it was hard to find a hotel in Athens, especially in the area that I was interested in. So I was running into that roadblock. And I guess over the course of, 10 hours, this just started to percolate in my mind that the whole reason for my wanting to go to Greece at this particular time is to see my husband's family, because I haven't seen them all since he passed. And this was going to be a big step for me. And for me to go to Athens and actually not be able to stay with them and spend quality time with them seemed like a letdown. So while I was trying to find a hotel, as I said, little by little, these doubts started to creep into my mind. And my daughter, God bless her soul, she was the one who really started to question, is this right for me? Because I am a widow, and I live alone, and I spend a lot of time alone. So to travel all the way to Greece and sightsee Athens alone is really less than appealing. That said, I basically decided, okay, what can I do here? And I thought it through, and with the help of my daughter and my good friend, they just questioned, why don't you just put the trip off? And quite honestly, I couldn't come up with a reason. I live in a beautiful part of the country, Long Island, and this is a really nice time to be here, and we've had the most gorgeous spring. So I said, there's absolutely no reason why I have to go now. And in fact, it's harder to leave in a way during the spring because outdoor plants don't get watered easily. And if you're a homeowner, there's all these other issues. So I just decided over the course of an hour or two that I was just going to postpone my trip. And instantly I felt relieved because when it's the right decision. So why am I saying all this? Because I think I do have some advice that if you're a solo traveler, you may want to latch on to. First and foremost, always listen to your inner voice. Always. And if you haven't done that in the past, then just start exercising that muscle, because you will find again and again your inner knowing is the way to go. So once you start to listen and make your decisions based on that inner knowing, you'll build confidence in knowing that you can do this, you can pivot, it's the right decision, and that's that. The second thing is, I learned about a year or two ago to always buy the better plane ticket. It costs a little bit more money. Yes, I get that. But if you can, buy the ticket that gives you the flexibility for cancellations, rescheduling, all of that. I don't like to be pigeonholed, and I certainly don't want to lose money either. So I'm willing to spend a little bit more money up front. So that's the other thing. And also, number 3 is I am basically rescheduling my trip this week. I've already talked to my cousins on another island that I was going to visit, and they said September is a great time to be here. We're having a great festival, so perfect. I will go in September. Greece is not going anywhere. And so the bottom line is I'm feeling really relieved. I'm feeling really grateful and powerful that I made the right decision. You know, in your gut, when you make that right decision, you know it. So I'm just going to go out and have a great day. I'm going to go to Pilates and, I'm planning probably a weekend trip somewhere. I can do whatever I want. So I just wanted to just say that. And, things happen in life, as we all know. The older you get, the more you realize things are unpredictable. But be able to just flow with whatever changes come your way, because usually it's for your own benefit. Okay, so that's it. If you like what I had to say and you want to hear more content about solo silver travel and lifestyles, please just give me a like and a follow, and have a great day.